What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the page, 22nd Octave. I talk to a lot of people about dreams. I have a lot of conversations about dreams. I've had many builds just on trying to interpret them, trying to figure out what they mean, what are dreams, all that type of stuff. So I'm just gonna dedicate this video to speaking on dreams just a little bit. I'm going to focus more on interpreting your dreams. So you guys go ahead and bear with me while I go through a few things that help me interpret my dreams, or just things that I've learned over the years and stuff like that. The first thing I want to start off with is, when you have dreams, the most important thing to do when you're having dreams is to identify things in your dreams. There's going to be um, there's going to be people in your dreams. You're going to be at certain places. All the things that are going on in your dream. I believe people need to definitely pay attention to what's going on in their dreams. A lot of times, I hear a lot of people say that you should have a journal. You should practice things like, when you wake up in the morning, you try to remember your dreams and write them down in your journal so you don't forget. All those type of things will kind of help with what I'm talking about, because those type of things will help you remember what actually happened in your dream. They'll help you remember some people, some places, some objects, or things of that nature. So I definitely believe that getting in the habit of recording your dreams is definitely a great habit to have, because then you can access them later on if you want to do more research, or you have more insight on that dream. Maybe you can come back to it and gain more insight from more studies that you've done, or just some more information that you've gotten over time. So like I said, identifying things in your dream is the most important part of being able to interpret them or figure out what they're actually trying to tell you. The another thing is, this kind of has to do with you taking notes too. So once you wake up, I believe everybody should also do a recap, meaning that when you wake up, you should recap the things that are happening in your dream, or what actually happened in your dream. And like I said, that's why writing things down will help so much, because once you actually wake up, now you're going to start to recap some of the things that you talked about in your dream. And and as you're recapping, there's just a lot of things that you should be paying attention to. I kind of looked at it as it being nouns, like almost like you have to pay attention to the person, the place, the things, or ideas, or really narrow in on the things that you had in your dream, so you can start to interpret. And one thing, I'll just give an example. Let's say I have a dream about my dad, and when I wake up, I'm gonna recap. Okay, I had a dream. Okay, my dad was in my dream. That's the person. Okay, then I'm trying to figure out, where were we? Where were we? Okay, we were in Detroit, or this is kind of random, but I'm just saying, we were in Detroit. And then I'm gonna start asking myself, okay, what kind of things were around, it might be a building, it might be, okay, I was at school, or I was at a job, or we were at a family member's house, or all these type of things. You can kind of like start to narrow down and try to figure out exactly the context of your dream. And then sometimes there's even elements that are involved, because the more that you get into interpreting your dreams, the more that you're going to realize that every single detail holds some significance. So you're going to really want to you're going to really want to remember your dreams in detail, so you can really get the significance of your dream, and you can really be able to interpret everything. So like I said, there might be some elements, there might be some fire in there, there might be some water, there might be some plants or whatever, but you just definitely want to tune into that and make sure that you are identifying all the things in your dream. Last but not least, like I said, I'm going to make this short, but last but not least, once you have all that stuff, you want to start to dig deep on the pieces of your dream, because your dream is like a puzzle, right? So when interpreting this dream, or when interpreting your dreams, you have to use all these puzzle pieces to kind of put those pieces together to truly get your meaning from that dream. And every piece has to get broken down to the smallest particle, So like, just to give you an example, I said, in your dreams, sometimes you may have an element, right? Let's just say, I was with my dad, we were in Detroit, we were at a family member's house, and there was water, right? So I'm going to take that water, and I'm going to I'm gonna analyze water. You know, I'm gonna think, okay, what does water do? You know, water, water has no form. Our body is 70% water, or, the earth is 70% water. I'm gonna start thinking about the characteristics. They tie water with it. They tie water in with emotions or motion. Flowing. You could, just there's so many properties and so many things that you can use to describe water, or the properties of water, or things that are like water that your dream may be trying to tell you. Because you, like I said, you might see water in your dream, but your dream may be telling you something deeper than you just seeing water. It may be telling you that, okay, you need to control your emotions because emotions are connected with water. Or it could be telling you that I can't give you an actual example, because there's so many examples of what water represents that I don't want to rabbit trail, but I just want you to get an idea. And emotion is one of the most important ones that I know. I just know for a fact that water represents emotion, because it's just like the flow of things. When they say go with the flow, it's almost like going with the flow of water. Like, just let your body go with the flow. So that would be one main thing to indicate within your dream, was that you had water. And then it's as simple as doing a Google search. You could search within books, or spiritual books, or wherever you can find information on water. That's where you're gonna you're gonna get the definitions and the ideas on what water is, and therefore you can use that to help interpret your dreams. And then, like I said, it goes deeper than that. So like I said, we have all these puzzle pieces. And when you wake up from your dream, you're going to write all these things down. And all those things are your puzzle pieces. So water being one of them, once we find out water means emotion, then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, what's the location we were at? Okay, the location is in Detroit. So now I'm going to figure out what type of significance does Detroit have with the water. And then I'm gonna figure out what significance that has with my father, and so on and so forth. And like, you're just gonna use all these pieces to kind of dig deep, get the meaning of them, and kind of put these puzzle pieces together to try to get the true meaning. And that's how I interpret dreams. I will go in more deep about that if you guys need. If you guys are watching this and you feel like you need me to go a little bit more deeper and explain things a little bit more, please comment and let me know, because I will dig deeper and just hint on some of these topics a lot more, or just get a little bit more in depth with these topics. But this is just kind of introduction into who I am, my channel, how I think, and the things that I'm into. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it gave you a little bit of enlightening on dreams and how to interpret dreams. I will be doing more things like this and more animated content, kind of explaining what I'm going through in these videos. But that's all for now. Thank you for tapping in. Welcome to 22nd Octave. It's my second video. I hope you guys are enjoying.